Pico's an absolute legend, one of my best mates, or my best mate at the footy club. Just hard at it, gives his all every single time.
He's the type of person that he will always put the team before himself. Very selfless, very quiet, very humble.
Just one of the most selfless people you've ever met. Whether it's off the field or on the field, he's always giving everything he can just to make it better for others.
He's so courageous, so energetic, so inspiring. The way that he goes about his football is probably the way a lot of us hope that we get, we're able to be able to play.
He's been a great player for a long time, served us in a lot of different roles and contributed in so many different ways. But off the field, he's such a great teammate, a good person and a really valued character amongst the group.
Pico's cliche-wise, he's a heart and soul. He really sets an example for, I suppose, kids who come in and don't expect things to happen straight away. He's worked for everything he's got.
He's always been super courageous, as we've seen so many times, gone for hard balls, but even off the field he's always courageous with how he is socially and how he goes about his family life. I really admire him.
When I first came to the club, I was seeing Liam Picken go about his business, and play such a selfless role for the team. He'll do anything for his teammates, and just how hard he had to work to get his chance. And he's been a tremendous teammate, probably one of the best I've definitely been around.
He makes the players around him stand taller because his hard attack on the footy is second to none. He's super competitive, but then you see him off the field and he's quite relaxed and jovial, and it's a complete opposite person. But once he crosses that white line, he'll do anything to win and he'll stick up for his teammates.
I'll never forget from his first game. I think it was round 2, 2009, I reckon it was, and he came in to tag Boomer Harvey. We were playing against the Kangaroos, and Rocket was the coach at the time, and Rocket was quite famous for his ability to spray the group. And this is one of the good sprays that he gave everyone, because he came in at half time and was like, no one's going out there like Liam Picken and giving it everything. So he thought, it's not a bad way to go to get a good spray in your first game. So
I think when he was tagging, and some of the stars of the competition, Chris Judd, Ben Cousins, Gary Ablett, he was sent to them, and without even arguing, he put his best foot forward and did some of the toughest jobs and did them really, really well.
Anyone that came up against him for the day just would have a hard day, and that's something I remember obviously when I was sort of watching football before I got picked up.
There'll be heaps of pretty special moments from Pico, especially the whole 2016 finals campaign. Every game he stepped up in big moments, either took some great marks or kicked some huge goals, so that comes to my mind.
Just that Hawthorn game, that whole semi-final against Hawthorn, there was memories of certain things he did during that game. I could still tell you when they were in the game, which quarter and stuff like that. So his game that night was phenomenal.
It was a grand final clip, I think, and there was a mark that he took, like right on the forward 50 line.
It back towards the 50. Picken from behind. Picken from behind. What a mark! I thought we were looking at his dad there, Billy Picken. That is a brilliant mark.
That's the thing that I'll always remember about Pico, is his aerial ability to fly in the air without sort of any concern for his own safety.
Yeah, he's contributed an enormous amount to the club. He's just a legend around the boys. Gets around everyone. I don't think one bad word would be said about him. So, just a top bloke.